Beyonce, can you handle this? I don't think you can handle this. Yo, what is going on? Yo, listen, Potent Pondering, I'm back with another video. Come and thumbs up this video, subscribe to the channel, all of that. Yo, so news broke. Jay-Z is being sued for capital R wording a 13-year-old girl. Now, I just want to say this as I, read this article, and also Jay-Z did respond to this as well. I personally felt like Jay-Z was smarter than being involved with acts and stuff like Diddy. I never thought that Jay-Z would be associated with anything like this, right? So a lot of people have been talking, a lot of people have been, saying that Jay-Z is going down next, he's next, right? So a girl came out, she said that how she was at this, she went to the VMAs, and how when she went to the VMAs, it was some after party. Let me tell you something, I'm an 83 baby, and I do want to tell you, when I was younger, the girls around my age, the 41-year-olds, they was all about going to that concert and then trying to meet up with them rappers and try to get to that after party. This one girl named I don't want to say her name because I know people watch my channel from my area and I don't want to make it scary and leak the criteria, but this girl, she went to the Rough Riders concert, and I never forget how she came to school the next day talking about how they had her bent over in a hotel, all of that. It was a Hard Knock Life tour. I think it was Jay-Z, DMX, and all of them was on that. Yeah, and listen, we was in high school at that point, and I don't know what the age of those people was, but I'm just going to tell you, she was rough riding back then. She definitely was. So listen, so news came out that this girl, she had, she was trying to get in or whatever. And this is why I believe it, because back then I'm from the era of BK Tidal Wave and all of that. That's why I relate to her a lot of ways, but you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm from that era where people trying to get in, they trying to slip in and trying to get next to these industries. They trying to get in and get next to them. So the girl said that she got up in the, she ended up connecting with a driver. The driver said that she fit the look that Diddy was going for. She ended up at the house, the White House. It has some U shape. I think she was trying to say a cul-de-sac, because down here I learned that in Texas, because we ain't got no cul-de-sac in New York. I ain't never seen no cul-de-sac in upstate New York. So down here in Houston, Texas, where they used to talking reckless, I see cul-de-sacs everywhere, especially in the nice neighborhoods, you know what I'm saying? In the nice subdivisions, you see cul-de-sac. That's where I want to move next. After I move out of this apartment, I want to move in a cul-de-sac, because you know what? A cul-de-sac protects you, because typically if you don't live down there, you shouldn't even be in that little loop. You should not be down there. But anyway, so the girl said that she went into the house and how Jay-Z, he did what he did, and Diddy and them watched, and then Jay-Z watched with some woman on the sideline while Diddy tried to do what he did, but she said she hit him and then she ran off and whatever, right? So anyway, Jay-Z has responded. I want to read to you this article, with the accusations. So Jay-Z is accused in the civil lawsuit of capital R wording a 13-year-old girl in 2000, along with Sean Diddy Combs. Now, they said that Jay-Z and Beyonce got together in 2001. We don't know. But listen, I think that this whole thing is crazy, and I think that the powers that be, they said that Jay-Z, but I don't want to get ahead of myself, all right? So Jay-Z, the star rapper and entrepreneur, whose real name is Sean Carter, was accused in a lawsuit filed Sunday of capital R word in a 13-year-old girl. Let me just say intimately assaulting, because I don't want to keep saying capital R word. Of intimately assaulting a 13-year-old girl in 2000, allegedly alongside Diddy, Sean Diddy Combs. The anonymous accuser, identified only as Jane Doe, said that the assault happened after she was driven to the MTV Music Awards after party. Back then people was trying to get into them. If they couldn't get into, I remember even the girls tried to be lit. They be like, you going to the party? They was like, nope, I ain't going to the party, but I'm going to the after party. If you from that era, tell me if you know what I'm talking about. I ain't going to the party, but I'm going to the after party. I'm gonna be looking like, yeah, it was really real. Okay, so I want to continue reading this article. The federal lawsuit was originally filed in October in the Southern District of New York, listing Combs as the defendant. It was refiled Sunday to include Carter. Ooh, they ain't playing. Texas-based attorney Tony Busby, that this one who's filed all these lawsuits, who filed the suit, did not comment. He did not comment at all, but Jay-Z responded to him in his response. Carter called the allegations idiotic in a lengthy statement Sunday evening that alleged that that Busby was engaged in unprofessional behavior. So I guess this article has been updated already. So listen, so let's read it and just include what Jay-Z said. So these allegations are heinous in nature that I implore you to file a criminal complaint, not a civil one. Whoever would commit such a crime against a minor should be locked away. Would you not agree? Ooh, it sound like Jay-Z. He trying to put that word play, that word salad up in there. He trying to make sure he responds back appropriately. Listen, I don't know. You let me know in the comments if is this past the statute of a criminal investigation or anything like that. If he did something like that. This doesn't erase the fact that they filed a civil lawsuit, though. You know, he's talking about prosecute me criminally. They didn't do that criminally. You know, they didn't do that. They want the money. All right. He said, wouldn't you agree? Just like a narcissist trying to listen. I want to tell you this. I don't want you to think I'm being funny. Like, listen, this is content, so I'm here to entertain, but I'm also here to say what I really feel. Jay-Z is one of my favorite artists. This hurts. This is crushing. You know, Beyonce, can you handle this? I don't think you can handle this. But, you know, I'm just here like, you know, I'm here to deliver it. But I just want to say this. Jay-Z is my favorite artist, you know, just like Nicki and a lot of people who, you know, New York, we love Jigga. My Jigga, that nigga Jigga. All right. So Slim with the tilted brim and 30. If y'all got love for me, I got love for y'all. Okay. All right. So Jay-Z said this would be a criminal complaint. Wouldn't you agree? Right? So Carter said in a statement he told NBC News, the alleged victims would deserve real justice if there were a case, right? A spokesperson for the U.S. Attorney Office for the Southern District of New York declined to comment on whether the office will be pursuing a case when shown NBC's report of the lawsuit, okay? So Busby has filed several other lawsuits in recent, all have which withheld their complainants' names, accusing Combs of assault and intimate assault. This was the first suit that had named a higher profile defendant, and they had mentioned this before. Remember when they was talking and everybody thought that they was just squawking? And then now listen who they walked in. Listen who they walked in. They said, Sean Carter, turn my music ha, 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 you don't know what you, Yo, this is a hit. And now Beyonce, you know how they be listening. I want to say this too. The Shade Room, I had to call y'all out in this moment because when this news came out and it broke, y'all try to act like y'all wasn't woke. Y'all try to act like y'all was still washing with the soap. I said, oh no, they got it in their throat. They getting paid. Ooh, you know they got it in their throat. They being paid. So anyway, all right. In a statement, the legal representatives for Combs called the suits shamelessly publicity stunts, right? So in regards to what Busby's, claimants, publicity stunts designed to extract payments from celebrities who fear having lies spread about them, just as lies have been spread about Mr. Combs. Now, I have a twist to this. What if Diddy is the one behind this and he's trying to throw Jay-Z under the bus to be like, I gave y'all some and now I want a little So even if he got that little case coming up in May, he want a little, listen, we don't know if this is part of a deal. Diddy could have snitched. Listen, what if this is a part of the whole deal where he wanted to be covert operations? What if that is really the thing? Okay, so in the statement, legal representatives for Combs, he said that, all right, we read that. So as his legal team has said before, Mr. Combs has full confidence in the facts that the integrity of the judicial process in court, the truth will prevail. That Mr. Combs has never intimately assaulted or trafficked anyone. All right, when we seen what he did to Cassie on tape. It's like, stop lying. I'm so sick of these liars. You know what I'm saying? So he never trafficked anyone, man or woman, adult or minor that read. Now, I would say this, and I know that you might think this is wrong because at first and foremost, we don't know any of these people at all. You don't even know me, but I could tell you one thing. I could probably come on YouTube and say what I want to say, and I've never intimately assaulted no one. I never did anything. People might not like me because I stopped speaking to them, but I'm a good person. Generally, I'm a good friend. I'm a great person to know. I'm a good, you know what I'm saying? I'm telling you, at age 41, if you watching this video and you can extract or glean anything from here, and I'm telling you, we all did our little dirt, went through the POU and switched POU codes in the HEB and did all of that in different places, right? We've all switched it up at the supermarket. We did a little petty crime. Like, you know, but listen, I'm going to tell you, I knew that I would be this age one day, and I never wanted anything attached to my name. I never did. So I hope that you operate that same way too. Never give them a chance. I don't care how tempted you are or whatever. Never give anything a chance to be attached to your name, because they can't wait to coming out the woodworks now. I promise you. All right. So Diddy saying he didn't do that. I don't believe him, but I do want to believe Jay-Z, because greatest rapper alive, and I want his legacy to strive. I want him to be able to be proud and is alive. You know. So federal prosecutors in New York criminally charged Combs in September for racketeering. Okay, this is that about Diddy. Blah blah blah. All right. Prosecutors said at the court hearing last month. Blah blah blah. I'm trying to get to the facts about Jigga. That good. All right. So they talking about Diddy. So let's go down. The lawsuit claims that in 2000 that Doe was 13. Combs and Carter intimately assaulted her at a house party after the MTV Music Awards in New York. All right. So she said the lawsuit says that a friend dropped her off at the VMAs at Radio City Music Hall. She did not have a ticket, and she approached the various limousine drivers trying to gain access to the show or after party. And I'm telling you that this behavior is really familiar. My friend, she wasn't my friend, because none of my friends acted like that. They would talk about it. But this girl wanted to get backstage and wanted to get into the after party. 13 years old, I'm telling you, we was young. People was young trying to get up in there. All right. So one driver, the lawsuit says, told her that he worked for Combs and that she fit the look that Diddy was going for. He invited her to the party after the show, and he told her to return to the car later in the evening so she could be transported. So after he transported Carter and Combs, the suit says. Okay, he told her to return back to the car after he transported Carter and Combs. So later, the driver picked her up, the suit says. After 20 minutes, they arrived at a white house with a U-shaped driveway, the suit says. She had to sign a document. She believed it was a non-disclosure agreement upon arrival and did not receive a copy of that, okay, to enter the party, which the suit says was filled with celebrities and people doing marijuana and cocaine. All right. So she was offered a drink that made her feel woozy. Ooh, these drinks is, listen, no cap. I understand, like, you know, people do have slipped roofies for years. I mean, decades, right? Do you think that Tony Busby, and I'm just depositing this just for anybody with an inquiring mind. I mean, the precedent is that Diddy has this reputation for slipping people roofies and all of that. But do you think that this is stretched and he's just saying that and all of the claims because it's so familiar? It's like, just like say that if you get caught stealing or something and somebody keeps saying you're a thief, it's like it's really easy to believe because it's been proven that you are a thief. You know, so I'm just wanted to just deposit that right there, right? So, okay, so she says she got a drink, she started feeling woozy, she needed to lay down, the suit says, and then she went into the room to rest. You know, this is the boom boom. This is exactly when it starts. This is exactly when it starts. So shortly afterward, the suit says, Combs and Carter entered the room with Combs saying, "You ready to party?" Meaning she ready for the freak off. Yo, that's when she alleges Carter removed her clothes, held her down and intimately assaulted her while Combs and an unnamed female celebrity watched. Jennifer Lopez? Ooh. She said that Carter, Jay-Z, removed her clothes and held her down and intimately assaulted her while Combs and an unnamed female celebrity watched. She says Combs also intimately assaulted her while Carter and the woman looked on. This is crazy. The suit says that she was able to resist being forced to perform fellatio on Combs by hitting him in the neck, and that's when he stopped. After the alleged assault, the suit says that she grabbed her clothes and she left. She made her way to the gas station where she called her father, it says. The accuser is seeking unspecified damages. The lawsuit is filed under the New York Victims of Gender-Motivated Violence and Protection Act. My only heartbreak is for the family, Carter said in the statement. So Carter is saying this. Jay-Z is saying, my only heartbreak is for the family. My wife and I will have to sit our own children down, one of whom is at the age where her friends will surely see the press and ask questions about the nature of these claims and explain the cruelty and greed of people. Oh, they trying to They're trying to listen, I can't say that Jay-Z trying to brainwash, because I'm pretty sure if I had a child and they were trying to say things about me, I would try to put them on so that they know too. I can imagine that this is extremely embarrassing for the Carter family, right? Beyonce, can you handle this? I don't think you can handle this. All right, so said that they have to speak to Blue Ivy about the greed. He said you have to sit them down and show her about greed, cruelty. I mourn yet another loss of innocence. Wow. Only your network of conspiracy theorists like in fake physics will believe idiotic claims you have levied against me. If not, the seriousness surrounding harm to kids would be laughable, Carter added. So listen, this just all goes down to question, right? Was Jaguar right onto something? Was Jaguar right communicating with Tony Busby? Was Tony Busby feeding some information like, hey, we got Jay-Z on something and, you know, la la la. Right? It makes people think about Foxy Brown. Now, Foxy Brown, she did come out and she made a statement. She was saying, I don't play victim. Now, even though she may have not played, she's not playing victim and things may have happened against her, maybe she's just like, I was there, you know, it afforded me some sort of lavish lifestyle. And hey, you know, this guy, maybe he did use me, but, you know, if you ever heard that clip, I'm not going to insert it because I don't feel like looking for it. But Foxy Brown was just saying that when she was younger, she was dating guys that was way older than her. She was in abusive relationships and things like that. And I'm going to tell you, as a huge Jay-Z fan, it will disappoint me. I went to both On the Run tours and I equally went there to go. Well, not equally, but I love Beyonce too. But I did go to see Jay-Z. Like, he had it bouncing. You know what I'm saying? That's really hurtful. Like, dang, you know? So listen, I want to know what y'all think about this. I want you to get in the comments. Like, Jay-Z responded officially. It's no need for me. Let me just see if I need to run through that really quick, Jay-Z's response in regards to this matter. But I think that we pretty much covered the bases in regards to that. So let's just see if it's anything worth it reading from that. Oh man, this is crazy. Do you know that people, listen, the anti-Hova, anti-Jay-Z fans, they're going crazy right now. So let's just read this and see if there's any crumbs. So my lawyer, he's calling this blackmail. So Jay-Z is calling this blackmail. My lawyer received a blackmail attempt called a demand letter from a lawyer named Tony Busby. So so is Tony Busby all about the money? All right, what he had calculated was the nature of these allegations and the public scrutiny that would make me want to settle. Ooh, he know how to hit these celebrities hard in the pocket. And Jay-Z said no. In a way, I do respect him for that, because if you feel as though that I did this to a person, criminal charges. I understand, Jigga. All right, no, sir, he said. He said, no, sir. It had the opposite effect. It made me want to expose you for the fraud you are in a very public fashion. So no, I will not give you one red penny. Oh, so Carter was ready for this. Carter was ready for this? Okay, so these allegations are so heinous in nature that I implore you to file criminal charges, and we spoke about that. These alleged victims would deserve real justice if this was the case. The lawyer, who I have done a bit of research on, seems to have a pattern of this type of theatrics. All right, I have no idea. Have you come to such a deplorable human, Mr. Busby? But I promise you, I have seen your kind many times over. I am more prepared to deal with your type. Letting Busby know. See, Jigga, stand up for Brooklyn. Brooklyn in the building. Fox is in the building with a mean toe it back, and Fox is about to kill him. Okay. He said he dealt with these many times over before. I'm more than prepared to deal with your type. You claim to be a Marine? Marines are known for their valor, and you neither have honor or dignity. Calling him out. He's supposed to be a Marine. Listen, and my only heartbreak is for the family. We read that already. He's upset with the family. It's unfair to have my heart goes out to the victims in this world who have to watch how their story is being dressed in costume and profitability by an ambulance chaser. Oh, we call him an ambulance chaser? Now listen, I don't think no publicist wrote this. I think Jay-Z wrote that. I think Jigga wrote that. He's good with his words. He's phenomenal. He write for Beyonce. When she was spitting that fast, still going, what was that song they had? What was that song she Stick My Money, miles ago. And then I took the top of the Maybach. Jigga wrote that. He's good with his word. Alright. Alright, so let's see what else he said. So he said, my heart goes out to the victims. We read that. You have made a terrible error in judgment, thinking that all celebrities are the same. I'm not from your world. I hope so, Jay-Z. I really want to have faith in you. I really want to have faith in you. I'm a young man. At 55, shit, we all young, and I ain't gonna call Jay-Z old. I ain't gonna call him old, because if he's 55, I'm 41, 10, 51. He about 14 years older than me. I'm still going to be young at 55 too. And you should be too. You should be too. He said, I'm a young man who made it out of the projects in Brooklyn. We don't play these types of games. We have a very strict code and honor. We protect our children. You seem to exploit people for their personal for your personal gain. Only your network of conspiracy theorists, fake physics will believe the idiotic claims that you have, put against me. He said, I look forward to showing you just how different I am. Jigga, talk that talk. To my music, you don't know what you, I'm from the gutter where the streets to follow by me. Just follow by me. Oh, listen, I need your comments below. I want to know how you feel. Listen, feel how you feel, heal how you heal. I'm going to just tell you this, and I know it might not be what you're looking for, but I like Jay-Z, and I have thought that after all of this time, with no claims coming out about him, I was like, he's smarter than that. Jay-Z is smarter than that. He would not. I feel like Diddy, he's not aware of who he is as a person, and I feel like he would do any and anything. He thinks that, just to connect the dots of how I feel, and I said this in the video before, I think that many of these celebrities who were living in the past when we weren't on this digital wave in the 90s, it was like things could happen, they get swept under the rug. Now, Jay-Z does have a video where he punched that girl in the face, and that got swept under the rug. It happened so long ago, so it's not current commentary and content right now, but it's been swept off the internet. And I think that a lot of people, this is why I'm telling you, understand what your big brother telling you. I would never mislead you. Guard your life. Make sure that what you do is going to be something that you could be proud of. Make sure that you treat people right. Never take any SCX from a person. If it's not consensual, never do it. Because what's going to happen is, what if you want to do videos like this? And even though I feel like my channel is small, if I did anything the way that I pop shit, people would be ready to expose me. They would be ready to. So live a life of integrity so that people can't do that against you. I always thought that Jay-Z wasn't like that. We'll see though. We'll see. We will see. I'm gonna just tell you this. I don't know Jay-Z, but I kind of listen. I mean, his track record, that's what's making it all hard for me too. I think about it. Foxy was so young. They was on songs together. He was talking about certain things on the songs with Foxy. Foxy was only 14, 15 years old. And then Jay-Z said that, you grow up fast. And he said Foxy grew up fast. And it's like, would you want Blue Ivy with a man who was older like your age saying she grew up fast? I don't know, man. Poet and pondering. I need your comments below. Let me know what you think. And yeah, I'm gonna be back. I'm gonna be uploading more videos tonight. So yeah, be on the lookout. You know what I'm saying? Peace.